The air crackles with tension. America in 2024 feels like a powder keg, the fuse burning ever shorter. Every conversation, every news cycle, every social media post seems to revolve around one thing: the upcoming election. The stakes have never felt higher, the divisions never deeper. On one side, a nation grappling with economic uncertainty, social unrest, and a growing sense of unease about its place in the world. On the other, a yearning for a return to a simpler time, a nostalgia for a bygone era of American dominance and certainty. Into this maelstrom step two figures, each embodying a starkly different vision for the future of the Republic. The lights are dim, the air thick with anticipation. A familiar melody, a mix of patriotic anthems and populist rock, blares from the speakers. A hush falls over the crowd as a spotlight illuminates the stage. Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is back. The venue? None other than Madison Square Garden, the self-proclaimed world's most famous arena. It's a fitting stage for a man who understands the power of spectacle, a master showman returning to a familiar playground. The crowd, a sea of red hats and American flags, erupts in a cacophony of cheers. They are the true believers, the disaffected, the forgotten men and women who flocked to his banner 4 years ago. Trump, a master of reading his audience, feeds off their energy. He speaks of stolen elections, of a nation in decline, of a corrupt establishment that has failed the American people. But he also offers a message of hope, a promise to restore America to its former glory. The crowd hangs on his every word, their anger palpable, their longing for a return to greatness evident in their eyes. It is a vintage Trump performance, a mix of grievance and grandiosity, a potent cocktail that has propelled him to the heights of power once before. Across the state line in the heart of Philadelphia, a different kind of campaign event is unfolding. Kamala Harris, the current vice president and the Democratic nominee for president, stands before a diverse crowd, a tapestry of races, ethnicities, and backgrounds. Her message is one of unity, of bridging divides, of moving forward together as one nation. She speaks of the challenges facing the country, the pandemic, the economy, the climate crisis. But she also emphasizes the resilience of the American spirit, the power of hope and collective action. Harris's tone is measured, her delivery polished. She speaks of policy specifics, of concrete plans to address the issues facing the country. She calls for unity, for a rejection of the divisive rhetoric that has come to define American politics in recent years. Her message is one of optimism, of a belief in the promise of America, a nation built on ideals of equality, opportunity, and justice for all. Section 4. Star Power on the Campaign Trail, Musk, Beyoncé, and the Politics of Celebrity. In an age of social media and instant communication, celebrity endorsements have become a ubiquitous feature of modern political campaigns. Both Trump and Harris have attracted their share of high-profile supporters, each seeking to leverage the cultural cachet of these figures to bolster their own campaigns. For Trump, Elon Musk, the enigmatic CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has emerged as a vocal supporter, praising Trump's business acumen and his willingness to challenge the status quo. Musk's endorsement, while controversial, speaks to a certain segment of the electorate, particularly those drawn to Trump's outsider image and his promises of technological innovation. Harris, meanwhile, has garnered the support of Beyoncé, a global icon whose music and activism have made her a powerful voice for social justice and female empowerment. Beyoncé's endorsement, delivered through a series of social media posts and public appearances, is aimed at mobilizing young voters and people of color, key demographics for the Democratic Party. Her message is simple but powerful: vote like your life depends on it. Section 5. Two Visions, Two Americas, Contrasting Messages in the Battle for Votes. The campaigns of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris represent two fundamentally different visions for America. Trump, the consummate showman, offers a nostalgic appeal to a bygone era, a time when America stood alone as the world's undisputed superpower. His message is one of strength, of restoring American dominance on the world stage, of putting America first, regardless of the consequences. His supporters, many of whom feel left behind by the forces of globalization and technological change, are drawn to his message of economic nationalism. his promises to bring back jobs and restore American manufacturing to its former glory. Harris, in contrast, represents a more progressive vision for America, one that embraces diversity, inclusivity, and a commitment to social justice. Her campaign is focused on addressing the challenges of the 21st century, from climate change to income inequality to racial injustice. She speaks to a coalition of voters who believe in the promise of America, who see strength in diversity, and who are committed to creating a more just and equitable society for all. Section 6. The Ghost of Campaigns Past. Madison Square Garden's storied political history. Madison Square Garden, the site of Trump's rally, is no stranger to political spectacle. Over the decades, the arena has played host to countless political rallies, conventions, and speeches. From the fiery rhetoric of Huey Long to the soaring oratory of John F. Kennedy, the Garden has witnessed some of the most iconic moments in American political history. Trump's decision to hold a rally at the Garden is a deliberate one, a way of tapping into the venue's rich political history and associating himself with the ghosts of campaigns past. The Garden's history is not without its darker chapters. In 1939, the venue was the site of a massive pro-Nazi rally, a chilling reminder of the dangers of extremism and the fragility of democracy. Trump's rally, while not explicitly endorsing Nazi ideology, nevertheless evokes a similar sense of unease, a reminder of the power of demagoguery to exploit fear and division for political gain. Section 7. A Nation Divided, The Long Road to November, and the Uncertain Future of American Democracy. As the campaign enters its final stretch, America finds itself at a crossroads. The choice facing voters could not be more stark. On one side, a candidate who represents a continuation of the status quo, a return to the policies and rhetoric of the recent past. On the other, a candidate who offers a break from the past, a chance to chart a new course for the country. The outcome of the election will have profound consequences for the future of American democracy. A Trump victory would likely embolden the forces of nationalism and populism, further eroding democratic norms and institutions. A Harris victory, on the other hand, would represent a repudiation of Trumpism and a reaffirmation of America's commitment to democratic values. The stakes are high, the divisions deep, the road to November is long, and the outcome uncertain. One thing is clear: the future of American democracy hangs in the balance.